Some men believe they can manipulate girls easily because they perceive them as emotionally weak, but this is so not true. Women can see right away what kind of thinking a man has when he makes an effort to hit on them. Regardless of the games they engage in, a woman's strong sixth sense elevates her to the status of a high-value woman. High-value women are aware of their worth and are most difficult to manipulate or seduce, which increases a man's interest in them. As per some people, if you're a good-looking woman, if and only if, at that moment, a guy will notice you. But the fact is, for a woman, it's way too easy to approach any guy she desires because all the men are so desperate to be loved. High-value women never look at a man as if they are something unique. They know they have way better options available, but for them, it is never a priority. This is something which most women don't know. If you want to live a life as a high-value woman, you should know how high-value women talk to men. Before we go into it, you need to understand this. You shouldn't assume a guy is the one for you just because you notice him being really kind to you. The high-value women are fully aware of the nefarious schemes they employ to capture her because she knows that all guys think and act the same way. It is very basic, which most women don't understand. Now, let's get into its roots, where we'll talk about 5 ways that a high-value woman speaks to men. Number 1. Damage his ego. Well, the majority of men have ego and think they can get everything they desire, whether it's a material possession or a lady. They have this kind of thinking because they have been coddled and spoon-fed by their relatives. But when such guys try to approach high-value women, they catch their toxic vibe. No matter how hard they'll try, it won't be easy to make them theirs. High-valued men think girls with ego problem can be treated shitty, and when they are treated that way, they like it. However, women like it if a man is better than her. In actuality though, if a guy tries to treat an egoistic woman badly, she will ultimately lose interest since she knows her value and self-respect. And for her, all men think or act the same way, so it is a waste of time. And a woman needs to be right all the time in order to prevent thinking that a man is superior to her. She believes that she is a much superior creator of this world than men are. Instead, she will convince him that he is just a person whose existence is worthless. She won't even bother to check her direct messages if he approaches her, despite the fact that she will be active on social media, or if he tries to approach her in person, she wouldn't smile or pretend to be interested. Instead, she would rudely reject him and call him out for overstepping his limits. She won't even care about his feelings getting hurt, because for her, her boundaries means a lot. Number 2. Safely play hard to get. For a man, it's like a task to complete. Therefore, guys find the ones that play hard to get fascinating. When you're prepared to do anything to win someone's love and attention, including bringing the heavens down to earth, you become a pushover who will be taken for granted. High-valued men think if they'll compliment less, it will affect women. Although we all know every woman is jaw-dropping gorgeous, if you think that you will try to do something small and nice to impress a high-value woman, she will shower you with lots of thanks and will be amazed. Bruh, in your wildest dream. High-value women will thank him, but not so much. They portray it as not having a significant impact on their life. Respect, but don't gush. You must behave as though you deserve to be treated with respect. Besides this, tease him, but then stop. When a high-value woman stops teasing him, he assumes she is hard to get because she has made him feel like he's got her already. He will perceive her as mysterious and want her more. As a result, for him, it'll become difficult to read her and understand her. High-value women don't want the guys to perceive them as laid back because her worth and self-respect matter more than anything else. Number 3. Know your worth. Her confident self-worth is demonstrated by the way she acts, behaves, and dresses toward herself. She doesn't let other people's criticisms or opinions affect how she lives her life. She is, after all, grounded and conscious of her innate value. She doesn't look to men or anybody else for recognition and acceptance. She is aware that men do not have the right to demand, control, or influence how she views herself. However, this fantastic quality is not necessarily innate. You see, a high-value woman typically knows how to create her own sense of value. It is something that can be learned from the world-renowned shaman Ruda Iande. He explains that the path to finding self-love is different from what our culture has conditioned us to think. Many of us pursue love in unhealthy ways, as Ruda suggests, since we aren't taught how to love ourselves first. So if you want to become a high-value woman who appreciates herself and loves herself, I advise starting with yourself and following Ruda's wise counsel. Number 4. Never run after validation. A low-level lady will seek affirmation and will inquire as to what men think of her. These women inquire about things like, do you think I look fat? Do you still find me pretty? Am I better than her, or am I good looking? And they give off an air of insecurity. A high-value woman doesn't require a man to tell her anything since she is self-assured and already understands that she looks amazing no matter what she wears due to her high degree of worth. It is best to keep your mouth shut and avoid making a man think you are unimportant by asking such questions. In reality though, women are all much more attractive than males. So know your worth, pretty ladies. Understanding what not to say is a key component in talking to a man. When girls speak about the same issue over and over again, many women turn off men by this. In reality, most men feel insecure about themselves when they have high-value women around them. And if a man is asking for validation, it doesn't make it feminine. Number 5. Riddle. Men love mystery. And high-value women are often mysterious. I'll have to accept the fact that most guys are not interested in women because they are predictable. He already knows she'll reply on time, and if he'll say or do a few nice things for her, she'll be so down for him. A high-value woman knows the art of mystery. A person becomes or plays hard to get when they are not needy because ultimately they are trying to present as a woman who has high standards. Someone who isn't willing to bend the knee for the first guy who manages to approach her. A high-value woman treats herself like a queen because she knows that she's worthy and loves herself. Apart from this, a man finds a woman a mystery when they don't get a text back from her at the same exact time. Sometimes she might respond a little late or maybe after a week. Other times she directly calls to check on him instead of texting him. One day she's unavailable because she's way too busy, and the other day they're going out and having dinner in the most romantic restaurant. She doesn't tell or discuss all the problems she is going through or what issues she's facing in her office. Even if he tries to make her jealous, it doesn't bother her at all, which makes him wonder what is going on in her mind, which kills him and develops interest to get to know you even more. He should be the icing to your cake, the cherry to your ice cream, but also you should know you're not lonely if you don't have them around you, because a high-value woman enjoys her own company. By the way, if you want to grow up and live a healthy, toxic-free life, don't forget to show more love by clicking the like and subscribe button, and hit the bell button so that you don't miss out on any other videos we upload. See you next time!